for our first elimination game of the regional. Both of these teams hoping to still be dancing when the final out is recorded here in Game 2 of this evening as we welcome you to the NCAA Softball Regionals presented by Capital One. The gains
less running through. Going to see that one pretty often.
And there is out number one. Paradise in Boca Raton, just off of the beach. 2-2 on Oaks, and this is back up the middle. Chanel makes the play. Kylie Chanel, the American Conference Rookie of the Year, who had a couple of hits.
Oppo, and then you can work the flight down from there. The last thing you want to do is miss underneath like that.
A stress-free 1-2-3 first inning for Trinity Schlock. Coach in program history for FGCU, David Deros, as that's flown out towards the shortstop and taken in by Wiley, one away. But I would imagine for FAU looking at...
Used to be an out, it is now just a strike, but you have two on you.
Wiley in the hole. Beautiful play to get Liebrick for out number 2.
That was a great grab.
That and weather delays, but what else is new? Hot shot right off of the glove of Rick. Skirts into shallow right. Jackson makes the turn and heads to second. On the season, was 4th in the American Conference coming into the weekend. Off the end of the bat, out to shallow right, and it drops in front of a diving Black. And Cameron Jackson comes around to get FAU on the board. A little 2-out magic for the Owls.
But not even, again, another hitter who was not 100% on time, but because the barrel stayed through the zone for so long, she was able to get just enough. That was a great effort by Black. I mean,
reached for it on 2-1, and this is in the air to Meek, and she makes the play. FAU takes the lead on the RBI single bat.
Have that same drop, have that same spin, also with that velocity. We've seen the mid-60s, but she's consistently throwing 67, 68.
That is absolute gas as Nikki Gibson strikes out third, like Schlotterbeck has. Man, that's good. Did she go around? She did. No answers so far for FGCU.
Doesn't have a lot of movement side to side. If you're able to get rid of that low pitch, you're going to put yourself back in business.
2-1. Right back through the box, and there is FGCU's first hit.
The humidity finally broke. We're now in the 70s.
It broke, and not much wind anymore. Runner on the move, and that has no chance for Maul. So that's 101 stolen bases in Knoxville and Tuscaloosa and beyond. 2-2 is flown out to left center. There's Jackson tracking. FAU is out of the second. Just that 2-run single for Ricks. Left
today in practice, and then get some extra after.
Sent sky high to shallow right. The call and the catch almost on the infield as Olivia Black takes it in.
Such a competitive pitch, but whenever you are trying to put yourself above and be disciplined, that's a good one to take.
Swing and a miss on 2-2. And 4th game for the team here tonight. And she sends it skyward to center for Oaks. And that will do it, a 1-2-3 inning for Angelina.
It is a tough conference for sure this year, but so is SEC.
Schlotterbeck, nicely done. Drop down the arm angle. Up the middle, one hop to Orland, 2 away.
Orland, nice job on that bounce. You'll hit it.
That's pretty succinct. I would take that on the road with you. 2-2 chopper. Maul handles and has absolutely no play. Viancos can fly down that first base line.
I think she heard me.
Well, she
score across home plate.
It's also a pretty simple way to put it.
You got to keep it simple.
One hop over to third, and there's Mora handling across the diamond to Jones. Riley Oaks down, and that infield single weight mentors different players as well. In terms of their science classes, helps them out, tutors them. That pop-up to shortstop handled by Wiley, and one away as Orland is down for the first out. That time she was in the box, but flipped out to Gibson for out number 2. Line, but off of the glove of Ricks. And then just a bloop single by Mora, the difference in this game. That was smacked over to second, and Meek handles on the backhand for the final out here in the third. You can't do that. 2-2 bouncer right down the line, picked up by Mora. Strong throw across. And when they were taking infield in the practice day, here's the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got her! First strikeout since the 2nd, but the 5th of the game.
Again, about this team this year, the pieces are there. She doesn't have to anymore.
2-2 wave done. 57 miles an hour with the off speed. And
she's right, that's the one to focus on.
Smacked out to left center, drops in front of Viancos, quick fire back in, and that holds Cameron Jackson to a leadoff single. And so just a little bit on the line. Bouncer over to second, could be 2. Second 1, and that's all they'll get. Meek to Wiley to get the fielder's choice.
She loves being that person who's in the box with a runner on.
And Chanel reaches for it down the right field line. Black on the run makes the play in foul ground for out number 2. And now a ball and no strikes. As she swings and misses, throw down is right on the money from Peterson. Jessiana Mora.
They want to make it to Sunday.
1-1 right in front for Mall. Teed up for her. Strong throw to Jones. One away.
How is the time? Take advantage.
Charging Chanel off balance throw. Makes it look easy.
Can't hit it to her, though. I mean, she just eats everything up.
Where does it come from? How am I going to push something across? Chanel in the hole just smothers it, but no play on Black.
Well, that's a good place to start right there. Just get something past that infield, away from Chanel. This ball before it drops.
Swing and a miss, runner on the move, throw down, gets into center field, but backed up by Jackson. No advance from Black, but the tying run in scoring position, and now a real...
Her plan, get it before it drops off.
Slow chopper. Orland just in time to get the speedy Wittenberg. And so the runner stranded in scoring position. For
bit that you have to sacrifice in practice. You have to be willing to go the extra mile.
And Trinity lines it, and what a stop by Gibson. Falling over to make the play. One out here in the 5th.
And get out.
Massive play right there, and that bouncer over to short. Sophie Wiley back in after being pinch hit for, and she'll take care of Megan Mall for the second out here in the 5th.
If that one finished in the other batter's box.
3-2 is lifted out to center. Easy for Oaks, and she makes the play. A 10-pitch inning for Angelina Bonilla. But the top of the order coming up for the Eagles. Viancos, Oaks, Peter.
I don't want to say a pitcher never has favorites, but
sure,
you're definitely comfortable.
Third baseman Mora can't make the play, and now with nobody on to lead off the inning. The
defense work, or at least get the lead runner.
1-1, it was on, throw down to second, not in time. 20th stolen base for Viancos, and she is in scoring position. Season high 7th strikeout of the year. Instead, it's bounced over to third. Look back from Mora, quick toss across in time.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, Brun.
0-2. Right back through the box. It'll skirt into center field. Viancos around third. The throw from Jackson's offline to second. in time, but we are tied on the ribby single from Neely Peterson.
You saw that pitch before, how big that swing was. This one, a shot back up hard enough to get past Bonilla, but then that throw wasn't in line, but it was hard enough to get it to the catcher in time to go, hey, I see this runner coming across. I see her getting greedy. I might not be able to get the run at the plate.
Let's see if we can get a different angle. Also potentially looking for obstruction. I don't see that either with... It certainly looks like the foot of Orland is in front of the bag. All right, so it is upheld. Didn't see anything there, though. Outs nobody on here against Nikki Gibson, who tries a bunt down the third base line. Mora has no play.
She's been exposed a little bit.
Got her on 2-2, and Schlotterbeck wins the battle, imploring her team to get back on the scoreboard.
Finish is, I want to leave with no regrets. I don't want to remind myself that I played with fear. I just wanted to leave it all out on the field.
Got her on the off speed.
Attribute is she's able to keep the weight in the back leg.
Shallow left center, there's Oaks.
Big breath there from Bonilla.
And she'll draw a 2-out walk.
That's the first time that Bonilla has given up a free pass. She has been so lights out. We talked about her felt the changeup. That is dirty.
Did it again on 0-2, just silencing the Duke transfer. Affair. Also some different teams as well you would expect here in May. There's Schlotterbeck for out number 1. Megan Ricks pops it up.
Hard, and leave it at that. Don't try to make it more complicated than it is.
3-2, got her looking. Perfectly painted the inside corner. Add one more to her season high outing. 8. Looks like Wiley might get the opportunity here. Payoff. No. First free pass of the game offered up by Schlotterbeck with 2 outs and tied at 1. 1-2. High chop. That is going to get through on the left side just far enough as Chanel robs it, but not before she has any sort of play.
Is what you practice for. This is why coach gives you defense that's so hard. So whenever the plays come and the moment's really big, your body takes over and you make those outs.
Out to left center field. That's going to get past everyone. 1 run in. Here comes the second. Wittenberg scores. It's a 2-run triple for Avery Villancos and a 3-1 lead for the Eagles in the 7th.
This crowd is going crazy. This pitch, uncharacteristic, left over the middle of the plate, but Villancos being able to get underneath the ball, that has not been done at all game long. This one rolls all the way to the fences. Outfield is in shallow.
Walk off to win the ASUN tournament, not anymore. Called strike 3 on the inside corner, and that will do it as Oaks goes down looking the way.
Of course.
If she gets on with the base runner, got a chance. And there's your base runner. Of course. Jessie Anamora with her second hit of the game. 0-1 on her. Bouncer over to second, could be 2. Meek Wiley 1, not in time to get Ricks. And so the tying run still at the plate. 2-2, bouncer over to third, off of the glove of Gibson, everyone's safe, and it's thrown into right field. There goes Oda to third, in there without a throw. The all-important tying run on first base here. Zoe Jones is on deck. Driven out towards center, Oaks underneath, makes the catch, runner tags, Oda scores without a throw, and FAU is within 1, but only 1 out left. Right now into the Clark era with the Owls. Line drive base hit up the middle. Kildow to third. She'll stop there, but the tying run now just 60 feet away for FAU.
Talk about comes to you, take it and send it back where it came from. Another pitch. As you get in later to games, you're not seeing the corners hit quite as tightly. And Jones says, thank you very much.
Not fooled at all. Tying run is just 60 feet away.
And it's against a hitter who has been in a slump. But what better way to break out?
Bouncer up the middle. This could do it. The tag of the bag, and FGCU moves on. Wiley touches up. The Eagles escape. 3 unanswered runs in the final 2 frames, and they will move on to our final elimination game of the Gainesville region.
At the end of the day, FGCU, they were just a tougher team. They made the most out of the opportunities they were given. They took advantage of the free pass in the top of the 7th. You love to see the team win. You hate to see seasons end, but that's the way it goes, and one team moves on to play another tonight.
Cam Orland certainly made them make a play. Sophie Wiley had a range over to her left, made the smart decision, just dove as far as she could, made sure she tagged second base.